Good morning, writers. This week, we are going to begin looking at some of our favorite series authors, and we are going to see what do they do in their books that maybe we can try in our own books. So today, we're going to start by looking through a couple of our books, and we're going to see how did the author describe their setting. Let's take a look at our first book now. So we're going to read Henry and Mudge, Take the Big Test. When we are thinking about describing our setting, we want the reader to be able to picture in their mind exactly where that story is taking place. So let's just read the first page. On a sunny day, we can already tell that it's sunny. Henry and Henry's mother and Henry's big dog Mudge were sitting on their front porch. So if I close my eyes, I can kind of picture exactly where this story is taking place. Right now, I know that the story is taking place outside. I know that it is sunny outside, and I know that they are sitting on their front porch. Not only did they capture the setting in their words, but they also captured the setting in their picture. Let's take a look at our next book. So this is Cam Jansen and the Mystery of the Television Dog. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to close our eyes and we're going to try to picture where is this story taking place. It was a warm, sunny day. Cam Jansen, her friend Eric Shelton, and Eric's twin sisters Donna and Diane were waiting in a long line outside Lee's bookstore. They were all waiting to meet Poochie, the famous television dog. Cam pointed to a sign in front of the window of the store. It says that Poochie will be here at noon. That's 10 more minutes, Eric said. Cam looked through the bookstore window. Inside, there was a large table. So if I close my eyes, I can think about what was happening. So I already know. Again, in this story, they started out, it was a warm, sunny day. I know that they are outside, so I know that right now the story is taking place outside. I also know that they were standing in line outside, so I can actually picture the characters standing in a line outside of Lee's bookstore. One important thing to know when you are describing your setting and you're talking about your setting, it's important to know that in your story, there might be more than one setting, like in Iris and Walter. When Iris and Walter started out, the setting was in the classroom and at school. And then the setting took place at Iris's house. So just like in Iris and Walter and the field trip, how one setting was they were in the classroom at school, one setting they were at Iris's house, another setting they were at the aquarium. So think about how you might change the setting of your story. Today, we are also going to look at how our favorite series authors make the action exciting. So let's look back at our book, Henry and Mudge Take the Big Test, and let's see what the author does to make the action exciting. So we're going to start back at the beginning of the story so you can kind of picture where we're going. On a sunny day, Henry and Henry's mother and Henry's big dog Mudge were sitting on the front porch. A man with a collie walked by. Suddenly, the man stopped. Okay, so let's stop right there. So they could have just said, the man stopped walking. But the author added suddenly, which brings some excitement, right? So now you're kind of wondering as a reader, what's going to happen next? So now I am tuned in to what's going to happen next. So he says, sit, said the man. The collie sat. Down, said the man. The collie lay down. Henry looked at Mudge. Mudge looked at Henry. They both looked at Collie like, what is happening? So do you see how sometimes authors can use words to make the action exciting? Use words like suddenly or... So let's take a look at another one of our favorite series authors' books. So this is Jade and Toussaint, The Greatest, Episode 1, Quest for Screen Time. Let's take a look and see how this author made their action exciting. So this is chapter 5 that I'm going to kind of read to you a little bit. So Jade and Toussaint's quest for screen time had hit a major snag. The power of homework had failed him. At this rate, it looked like he wouldn't have screen time again until he was a droopy old man. So sometimes authors bring action by using some of their illustrations to show and help the picture really think about what they're doing. But did Jada and Toussaint give up? No way! So again, right now, they're kind of using the words to bring in some of that action. Having a super big brain has its advantages. JT knew that all his problem needed was some serious thinking. Some super powered brain, if you know what I mean. Thanks to his gigantic brain, most ideas just popped right into JT's head without him trying. So again, they kind of brought that exciting and made the action exciting by using some illustrations. But this screen time thing was a toughie. So far, it had evaded all his usual, most scientific methods. There had to be a way, but the solution wasn't popping into his head. For stubborn problems like this one, there was one surefire way to kick his brain into top gear. So now we're going to think about what's going to happen. He needed a dance party to kind of help him think. Okay, so we're bringing some of that action and we're making it exciting. Look out! I think it's now he's having ideas. So like you're getting excited. You're thinking about what idea is he going to come up with after this dance party. Then out of nowhere, it started. That swirly, whirly, zinging feeling. Bringing action, making it exciting. That swirly, whirly, zinging feeling he got whenever he was on the verge of a brilliant idea. And just like that, Jada and Toussaint knew what to do. So writers, as you go off today, see if you can describe your setting like some of our favorite series authors did. See if you can make your action exciting like our favorite series authors did. Okay, are you ready? Off you go.